Guys, how's it going? It's Sam from the Motorist here. Today I'm in Cape Town for the launch of the X-Class V6. What's crack-a-lacking? So we just had lunch. This morning we kind of saw the off-road capabilities of the V6 S-Class. Very good. Made lad work of there goes another S-Class. Made lad work of all the stuff we kind of did. It was level 5, so it was decent. It wasn't baby stuff. There was some nice steep inclines, lots of sort of challenging downhill sections and steep sort of side things where you go around like the side like this. So like, especially with the extra power, it made lad work of that. So this thing off-road is really good. It's really good. I don't think many people buying these will be taking them off-road, purely for the fact that it's a £1 million X-Class double cab, as Mercedes like to call it. But it is very capable, and if you want to go and do that, then you can. Yeah, so we're going to go take a drive around some of this lovely scenic areas around Franschhoek, through Franschhoek Pass, around some dams. So it should be some really nice driving roads. Because the X-Class V6 is 190 kilowatts, 550 Newton meters. And from what I've seen, just like driving it for a short while on the roads, after we did the off-road stuff, it's really nice. It is very nice. A big downside for me is that the interior still really hasn't improved. For a Mercedes-Benz vehicle, I still don't think it's kind of up to scratch. There are a few nice features in here. We do have the Mercedes command system, which is the same as it is on every other sort of Mercedes vehicle, so that's nice. The air vents look really cool, but it's when you touch them and they're all plastic. There doesn't seem to be any metal here. Like, it's just a little bit. The worst feature on the interior for me is the gear shifter. It's awful. It really is awful. They've just stuck a Mercedes badge on the top. But we kind of knew this and expected it from the 4-cylinder models. Nothing's changed on the door cards. The key is in a Mercedes key. But that all becomes a lot more bearable with what this V6 engine kind of offers. It is a Mercedes engine. It's a 350D, which is great. So let's go and see how it performs on the road. Yes, so guys, just did some areas of Franschhoek Pass and some other really nice driving roads. Very impressive. It's a bit windy. Let's get in and talk about it inside. So as much as I'd love to talk to you about the car and I'm driving, I'm actually shooting all of this on my iPhone because I sold my camera and bought another one, but it's not arrived yet. But yeah, as I said, outside we've just done some really epic driving roads. About 150 kilometer route, ended off through Franschhoek Pass, and this X-Class V6 double cab is really impressive. Like, I pushed the car through that mountain pass. There was enough power with the V6 engine. It was really nice to drive, but there wasn't much body roll either. Even when you were really sort of like pushing the car and the front end was pushing, there wasn't much body roll at all, which means it's really set up nicely for everyday driving and sporty driving if you want. It's got the dynamic control button, so you've got eco, comfort, sport, off-road, and manual mode. There was lots of sections on the route we drove today where we could just put the car in comfort mode, put our music on, and just really enjoy the car. And although you still kind of know you're in a bakkie, it was like driving a passenger vehicle. It is really refined. Very comfortable, no issues with it whatsoever from that front. Great for everyday driving, lots of power, great torque for overtaking. Like, this is kind of the only X-Class that should have ever come to South Africa. I don't really think they should have brought the 4-cylinders, especially with the 4-cylinders being a Nissan engine. It just didn't sit right with me, didn't sit right with a lot of other people. and I think they should have just bought the V6, and we would have warmed to this car a lot more originally. And I think I mentioned earlier the issues I have with the interior, the gear lever, it's very plastic. It just doesn't feel up to kind of Mercedes standard. That kind of doesn't matter so much with this V6 engine, because everything else is much better. I wasn't a massive fan after May when I drove the 4 cylinders, but now like I really warmed up to it. It's much better on the road. The V6 engine helps a lot when you want to drive quick, when you need to talk to overtake, when you're using the car off road. And you've still got the Mercedes command system as well, so you got that kind of tech, Bluetooth interfaces, radio, navigation, all your media kind of stuff. Downsides are that the interior still isn't great, still very plasticky, still lots of cheap things. Like this gear lever, it bleaks me out, honestly. Like, I would expect to see that on a Mahindra. And I'm not trying to be rude, but like, when you see the clips, you'll sort of understand where I'm coming from. The only question is, would you buy a X-Class V6? And I think if you can afford one, pricing is around starts at around 900k. They got two model lines, power and progressive. I'll put the pricing here, right there. That's how much it is. Listen, if you're in the market for a premium bakkie, a premium double cab, then the V6 is definitely something you should look at if you can sort of afford that range. It's not something you're going to be it is a luxury item. It is kind of like a luxury vehicle. It plays around with the Amarok as well. It's definitely more lifestyle orientated. Like, this isn't a workhorse bakkie. You shouldn't be using this to carry bricks around or cattle. Like, this is a lifestyle orientated bakkie, English accent. And I can see a lot of people that maybe drive other Mercedes-Benzes. Maybe they've got one of the hatches, or they've got an E-Class or something like that. They might get this for going away, for traveling, for towing their fancy caravan, that kind of stuff, if they want to stay within the brand. So those options are some reasons why you would buy a V6. It is expensive, but it is a Mercedes, so that's something to weigh up. Mercedes did say to us that they do believe it's very good value for money. And personally, I don't think it's a rip-off at all. After driving the V6, that's what this car has going for it. It's just how it drives on the road, how it performs is really, really wonderful. So guys, I think I've covered everything I wanted to say. Thanks for watching. We're putting up a load of videos this month, so stay tuned into the channel. You can follow me on Instagram at Sam the Motorist. Twitter's the same, but I don't use it that much. But yeah, let me know what you think. Would you buy a V6 X-Class? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.